What's up? PC Monkey here with another Bitcoin video, maybe more videos. All right, let's just jump into how you guys doing today. So yesterday, we did this. This is yesterday. This is all yesterday. All right. Now we came above this consolidation finally. This daily, I think this was like 8 days of consolidation. 8 days of consolidation. The ninth day pushed it up. Okay. Now we're holding this area. And if I just move my day, this is a daily level. Right here, you could see where we pumped, we tried to hold, then we sliced it, we got rejected, we cleared the liquidity of these people, came back down, went up. A lot of shenanigans around this line, right around here, a lot of shenanigans, right? Now, what's important is for us to basically gain the $91,000. And that's another daily. Between these two daily, we got this 4 hours. So we could basically today we could jump around these two. Okay. So we could go up, come back down. All right. But the important thing is to be around 91 today or tomorrow. Tomorrow will do too. If only today we hold around here, go a little bit higher, right? And then tomorrow we go for that $91,000. Now, why $91,000? Because right around here, first of all, we sold off from this range. Well, this is the high, right? We're talking about the weekly. But then we sold off from this range, right? So this range is an important range, which is the daily range. So if we gain this where we sold off from, that means we might want to continue up. And it makes sense to continue up from here to maybe to this green vector. I'm sorry, to this green line. It's not a vector. To this green line. Even higher, we could go higher. Right, $1,000, $100,000, and then get denied, right? That is possible. Now let's take a look at this is still daily. I haven't yet gone into 4 hours. So over daily, we are above the 50 EMA. That's good. That's very good. That's hopeful. Okay, well, we don't go by hope, but it is telling us that the price is building for an upside move. Now today you have to hold above the 50, and we rather that the day doesn't break into the 5 EMA. We hold above it. All right. You will ask yourself, why are we going up? Well, look at all these bids happening around here, and around the bottom, around this area, 74,000. So all these people that buy here, which are probably big money, they need to sell, right? They want to de-risk. They want to get rid of that exposure, we could say. So that's why they're going to bring the price up around here and then bring it back down. Now keep in mind, when it gets around 196, there's going to be a lot of hype around it. Oh, there we go. We're going to go up. A million comments, stuff like that. I don't think so. So yeah, this is on day. Now, on the 4 hour, we could talk about it a little bit more. Let me just turn off the indicator. Now we could see how slowly we're consolidating around here. All right, we're above the daily. We're trying to regain the 88,000. All right, 88,000 is actually respectful too. You could see right here we got denied, right there we got denied, and right here, even right there we got denied. So it's rather a step ladder right now until you get to that 91, and then you could do a jump. In my opinion, I could just jump right now, but that's my opinion. So that's for 4 hour. So 4 hour, you might be looking like maybe a sweep today. Right, sweep the high, sweep the low, come back where you are, something like that. Now it could be sweep the low, sweep the high, come back where you are, right? But I think a sweep this might be better. On the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, you could see we're around there. The volatility died, and now it's picking it up slowly but surely towards upside, right? So we see what happened around 91. But first you got to break this. So keep that in mind. Now, that is basically TA. Now let's take a look at some fundamental. I gotta share this screen. Sorry, this is like my stream setup for you guys to come and watch me streaming from London to after New York. These days I don't make it to after New York. I go to sleep 4 hours into New York. Anyhow, let's talk about some fundamentals here. Let's start with liquidations. All right, so over liquidation, what do we have? We have liquidity to be grabbed around 89,000. around 88,800. We're around here right now, right? Now to the downside, we got some liquidation around 87,000. But to the upside, in my opinion, is bigger. Now this is model number 1. Let's take a look at model number 3. I ignored the model number 2. That's because the contrast on it is not accurate. Okay, I don't want to go through these kind of thing like over a review stream. Log in. I gotta log in. Okay, we leave it for now then. So I wanted to change the time frame. I am logged in. I used to be logged in. Anyway, what's happening here? So around the lows, right? This is 82. There are a lot of liquidation, right? And around the top, it doesn't allow me to go up. What the fuck is going on? Holy moly, I'm confused. Anyway, so around 91, 92, like this is the area you want to get. I think I said it even yesterday that this area is important. Then we go for these, like look at around 96, a lot of liquidation. And keep in mind, as we going up, a lot of people are longing, but a lot of people are shorting as well. So those shorts, those early shorts, they will be caught in this move. All right. Now let's take a look at the funding rate very quickly. Magic's still negative. Loom. All right. BTC funding rate, not bad. Kind of neutral around most. We got some negative there, but I mean, Binance is neutral. Let's take a look at the negative funding rate is Magic, Voxel, Argo, ENG Pixel. All right. These negative funding rates could be good to take a look at. Now, let's talk about large orders here. This is actually an important thing. I would like to see if it doesn't require for another login, I would like to see it on 2 hours. All right, let's remove the large order so we could talk about this. So this is big order. Now you could see around 88, we had big chunk of orders. Guess what? All of these are filled. The next big chunk of orders around 91, 92, right around here, right around that yellow line, right? So if we fill this and we hold it, that's important. We hold it. Then you're talking about around 96, 94, right around here. We go all the way to 96. And there are big clusters around the 110. I'm not saying it's got to get there, but there is big clusters around there. Now, keep in mind, these are all only spot you're looking at. Towards downside, this is the big move, right? And you can see there is still some bids below it. Now, these are spot. Let's take a look at the perpetual. Let me just uncheck these. Beautiful. Let me check the perpetual. Oh, Lord. All right, so the perpetual is way, way bigger. Right, you can see around 95, 96, we got a couple of big clusters around here. A lot of orders around 89, 86. A lot of orders are getting filled here. So it is kind of normal to have like a turbulence, you know, go up, hit the cells, come back down a little bit, then go back up. Big cells around here, big asks around here. All right, let's take a look at the liquidation map itself now. So if I remove 10x and 25x, which these are important things, by the way, okay? I'm going to say just once. 10x and 20x, the lower the leverage is, the more money the trader has to put in the position, right? So for example, if I'm leveraging a 20x, I got to put more money, right? But if I'm leveraging 100x, there's more money from the exchange than me. I'm putting less money and I'm borrowing money from the exchange. All right, I'm going to stop there. Now, anyway, the 50x and 100x doesn't really matter for the market maker because he's just taking his money back. But the 25x and 10x, that's where the big money lies. That's where the big liquidation lies. Remember that. So right around here, around 89,000, big 100x liquidation, big 50x liquidation. It goes all the way to 90K, right? Towards downside, there is spreaded 100x liquidation. So, like I said, we could come back down and just do a sweep. 25x and 10x, you have to go above, well, basically above 90 or 89, 844 to get to these. And to the low, we're talking about 83, 84. I don't think we're going to go to 83, 84 now. First, we're going to clear the highs. Then we're going to come back down. Now, we could see the liquidation map on 3 exchanges, which is Binance, OKX, and Bybit. I'm going to put it into 7 days. We'll see what happened. So this is the 7 days. You could see there's a lot more longs than shorts to be grabbed, right? That's 7 days. So it's telling me that the longs has been built over a over some days. Now, over the 1 day, you could see we even have bigger liquidation. This one cluster is 1 billion, this one cluster. Now, what about this one cluster? It's 402, right? So towards upside, we get 1.64 billion, around 90,000 worth of liquidation. Around 80, I would say around 86, we get 1.90 billion cumulative long liquidation leverage. So there is more towards downside, but it tells me when we have this much, some of them are the market maker. All right, you cannot tell which order is for who. Now let's go check the news for today. Do we have any news? Of course we do. Today is an important day. It's Tuesday. I'm sorry, it's not an important day. Wednesday is an important day, which is tomorrow, where we get the manufacturing PMI, right? Today is Tuesday, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, it is. If it wasn't Tuesday, I had to redo the video. Anyhow, so that is it. That's it. Now, how long this video is? 10 minutes, not bad. So we have a little bit of time for some bonus charting, right? What kind of interests me today is C. Let's talk about C. I think this is an interesting coin to play with today. I could be wrong. So over the 1 hour, let me just change the music. What is this? What is this? You know what? No. All right. So over the 4 hour, we went up. We had a big cluster here. You could see the cells are happening around this pink line, right? Oh, you guys don't see it. Sorry. I'm not gonna edit the video, but sorry about that, guys. So the cells were happening around the pink. We respected the pink one more time. We came back down. We're here, right? We swept the low. We swept the highs. We're still holding it. Now, if I go on a 1 hour, first we swept the low. All right, then we came back up. Well, basically, this is the reaction of the sweep. We came back up. Now we're retesting this body of the candle. If we hold around here for this hour, which only 16 minutes remaining, we have to hold around here. Then, yeah, potentially it's going to come back up. What I'm looking for is when it comes back up around the top, all right, hits the pink line, and then it holds for a breakout. That's what I'm looking for. Is it going to be 100%? I don't know. So I'll be looking for, let me just move this a little bit higher, to open along around here. If there's more volatility, I'll wait for it to open along at the top, which this is a more high probability trade. No financial loss whatsoever, as it says on the screen. All right, that's one of the things I'm interested today. Same with TIA. I think TIA just did something similar to C. You could see we swept the low, and this is actually a W pattern as well, right? A beautiful W pattern, which could lead towards upside. Break it down on longing right here is very nice. It could have been better if I longed it here. I think I missed this opportunity. I'll see what I could do later. But yeah, this could be a good long towards upside. One more, and that would be the end of the video. It's Arbitrum. Oh, by the way, one more thing. OM, I bought some spot on it yesterday when I was talking about it on the stream. I said it's gonna come down there. It's gonna come down here, right? I said it on the stream, but I decided to buy some spot right here. Just some exposure. I could add to it right now. I'm not failing to. Some burnings are happening on this OM. This thing took a plummet, all right? So no financial advice, but this thing plummeted down, okay? So look at this, and usually big money comes in around this area, around the absolute low, around the discount. Now one more thing, that was Arbitrum, and I'm gonna call the thing. So Arbitrum is actually holding the range, all right? Once we go above this 4-hour range, we hold the top of the range, which is a respectful range. It's the swing from where we dumped it. We try to hold it here, we failed, and we're right now here. Once we hold this, that's a long for me. That's a long for me, no financial advice. That was a bonus. Thank you guys for watching. Please come to my stream, say hi, and we could trade together. Exclamation mark over Twitch and Kick if you guys want to get some good referral link and some good leverage and stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay safe, stay green. Until tomorrow morning video. Bye bye.